Okay, we're going to move on straight towards Game 2 first half of Match 2. We're going to be able to see Anti Kearney here with Knee-Jerk Reflex, Gardner with Knee-Jerk Reflex, and Ty Turner. First officer with Ty Turner, of course, Fulan here as the lawyer with Knee-Jerk Reflex. Tien on the other side, though, it's going to be Trunker Detention alongside with Abnormal. Okay, let's move on towards the game then. We're going to be able to see Red Church Xian spawning by Graveyard. As the Opera singer there, the Ivy was banned last round, but as you can see here, it is quite an Opera counter team as well. We decided to actually not bring Warp here to counter the Lawyer in Church, but even so, we are going to be able to find Lawyer pretty quickly here. Even with the maps here on mind, Xian does have quite a lot of dash potentials here and there, and you know, we just want to leave as much Shadow Remnants behind as possible. Just in case when we vault over, we can at least shadow dance over. But it seems like we're going to be able to get a dance over here anyways. Lawyer with a bit of movement speed boost, but we are still going to be able to register that first hit 40 seconds in towards the game. Fulan here trying to contain just for a little bit longer. Sorry, my eyes a little bit tired. I probably shouldn't commentate this as seriously. I need to be more chill. I mean, you know, with this in mind, right, as long as we can rotate back towards Church, it should be fine. Yes, we don't have the window speed boost, but you know, overall, there's still a part of mind game there to be played. The thing is, right, survivors kind of do realize that we don't really need to rotate as much if someone's going to be chased, and Tien Shadow Dance back there wasn't the best. I know even if Lawyer doesn't get Terror Shocked, okay, fair enough. You might still get vault over, but by that point you might as well just break the pallet by that point. But like we saw from Fulan's side as well, that vault over was insane. How that wasn't a terror shock, how that wasn't even a normal hit. Lawyer can get terror shock, by the way. So yeah, but the Gardner Cypher Machine will be disrupted here. Gardner should become the first rescuer here because we want to allow our first officer to get rid of his Cypher Machine first. But I guess with the abnormal kick there, oof, that's a 60% abnormal rate. That hurts a lot, by the way. With that in mind, Gardner, most likely this won't be a no damage rescue because Sans did get the bubble out a little bit earlier as well, and we wasn't able to utilize the pallet speed boost just to get in between the chair. But for Tien here as well, we are going to be looking for Lawyer instead. For Gardner Cypher Machine, that Cypher Machine was from, I think, 67% to 17%. So that's kind of just the unfortunate part here as well. Fulan downing a little bit closely towards the corner, and we are max presence here on Tien's side. But of course, we even with this team comp on mind though. I mean, as long as you don't chase after Anti-Current, it seems like everything would be fine. But from what I'm seeing here as well on the other side, it's more or less just, you know, okay, what can we do in this situation to gain more of a value for later on? It seems like first officer here with a pocket watch, we're going to be able to come out with the pocket watch immediately anyways. First officer just still waiting. Ooh, we are going to be able to get a normal hit though, and it's a round through, well, almost 4 Cypher Machines done from the survivor side. We're already starting the last one. Lawyer is not looking at his map anymore because he knows that he has all of his stats maxed out. But with the Lawyer going down here, we just need to down a little bit further away from where we can't chair. Like, if we can buy just 20 more seconds with this chair time, then it would definitely be a guarantee tie. Then it would definitely be a guarantee tie right there. So like FPX ZQ survivors are doing really well right now. With the Lawyer there being chaired, we are going to be able to get a teleportation towards Sans, but that's going to be the Gardner going down there immediately. Like, the good news is that Cypher Machine is prime. That's the only good news. Regisy on the other hand, Cypher Machine at 11%. First officer will get a double down situation, which is the big issue. Let's say if first officer goes open and pop open that Cypher Machine, it would be a little bit dangerous, right? It would be a little bit dangerous. We pop open the Cypher Machine because then Opera Singer kind of doesn't know where you are, so you can't really pop that as well. Still waiting on here just for a little bit. Sisiao trying to hide for a little bit longer. We are going to be able to... Are we going to be able to find anyone? We are going to be able to... We're not going to be able to find anyone just yet. Sisiao just hiding around the corner there. Seems like we want the gardener to be max share rescue, but without that cipher machine being popped, might be a little bit hard here as well. First officer is not going to get found here just yet. Tien did not really see, and that seems like that's going to be... I was about to say that was about to be a no damage rescue, but it seems like they want to buy just a tiny bit more time because the cipher machine is just not primed. You need the antiquarian to come over and help you. We're going to be able to get the vault over. Sam's still trying to buy a little bit more time. We got the hit. But the only issue is that last cipher machine 99%, which is the most unfortunate thing of it all. I think first officer was a little bit how do I say? I think first officer might be a little bit hasty there with the rescue. I think he thought that he got seen, but in reality, he didn't actually see him. But also at the same time, I feel like if we just pop open that pocket watch immediately too, it might just be a tiny bit different. But with Anti-Current here opening up the last exit gate with teleport ready as well, Tien, this is going to be more or less likely of a 4-man elimination game, as long as we can get the anti down fast enough. But this is still a max presence Opera. Opera still has quite a bit of a speed here when it comes to dashes, and yeah, when it comes to dashes. So the question is, can first officer get up on time? We didn't get anything right there. Can we get any disarms is the question. We didn't get one there just yet. We are still trying to bait Regency here for as much as possible. That's going to be an immediate hit down on towards Anti-Current. And first officer getting up, but Anti will be chaired in exchange, it does seem. It really does seem. And like, even when we do get a teleportation out, as long as we just leave one of our shadows behind and we don't see first officer, we don't see Tinnitus nearby, then it kind of can conclude for Tien right now. A really good 4-man elimination. We turned a 4-man elimination for game 2 as well. Hi. This is gonna be pretty hard for her though versus FPX ZQ. Tien has improved quite a lot. Honestly, Tien has improved quite a lot. So of course, with that in mind, we are going to be able to see where Sisiao is, it seems. He's going to be able to rotate from the back, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it towards the chair anymore. We're currently trying to get the exit gate open, it seems. No, we're currently hiding at the corner, but it seems like we just want to get a 1-man escape here. So first officer getting the gate open instead of rescuing Anti-Current is not that much of a bad choice. But of course, with a teleportation back towards the chair, the gate is still only at 59%. Well, I mean, the only thing here is first officer is doing a really good job with the distance control, but I don't think he's going to be able to get out here on time. That's going to be Tien. Very crucial hit right there, 142 BPM. Let's move on directly towards second half. Okay, let's move on towards the game then. We're going to be able to see Donex here coming out as Ivy with Warp. With that in mind though, it's going to be the Survivor side. We're going to be able to see the Acrobat Coordinator, Aeroplanist, and of course the Mercenary. Opera Singer has been banned, and it seems like all the Survivors here did decide to bring out Flywheel to counter against the Opera Ivy. So let's move on towards the game. Okay, let's move on then. We're going to be able to see Yitan coming out from Donex's side. We're going to move the main body towards the left-hand side right now. Meanwhile, Tunzai, who is currently playing the Acrobat, seems like he will become first chase right here as well. But even so, we're trying to look for another nearby survivor. We're going to bring the Ivy with the ETM back alongside with Mercenary currently near middle as well. But even with Mercenary being in middle here, all survivors are rotating pretty nicely. It's going to be Instance Detention alongside with Impulsive, Rage, Berserker, and Constraints. We're going to be able to see Mercenary here with 62% fear stacks, and it seems like we're going to be using Yeeting here just to catch up towards another nearby survivor. We want to catch someone off guard, but trying to catch anyone off guard here is going to be pretty hard, even for an opera singer. Will Nan here play as the mercenary? We're going to be able to bring out our Yeeting here for as much as possible, but yes, like the team here is chasing after mercenary first is what is really surprising. We didn't get the fear stacks on sadly because you don't really know which direction the survivors are actually looking in that sense. And like, you know, it's not blink, it's oh, we got that though. Okay, we got that revelation scream, but like once again, it's not scream. It's not blink, it's warp on Ivy. It's really surprising for me, really surprising for me, but we did get an 53 stack. We're gonna be able to TP over here immediately as well. Mercenary with no items remaining on his hands after his last level pad usage right there, and more or less right now it's almost 2 minutes in towards the game. All survivors are rotating pretty well early game as well. We're gonna be able to lock Acrobat Cypher Machine right there and then bring back the Yeeting. We did do a little bit of a revelation scream there as well, but I guess it doesn't really change that much of a big difference. We did get another stack on there, and right now for mercenary, he might be going down after the next leash. 6 seconds left for Yeeting's revelation. We're currently waiting here just for a little bit, but like 3 seconds might not be enough against such a long corridor, and that's going to be the media screen back. Mercenary going down here. Cypher Machine decoding progress wise, we have around 2.5 Cypher Machine, but it's already 2 minutes and 20 in towards the game. So for Donex right here, early game wasn't the best, but at least, you know, the Cypher Machine seems like there's still a huge chance for the survivors to tie. It's really just the fact that, you know, you have 4 Cypher Machine now on the average of 50%. 4 of them. That is scary, by the way. You don't really have anyone that decodes slow. You have Aeroplanus who decodes 2% with 2% extra speed. You have Acrobat there as well, and of course the Coordinator. I mean, the good news is that none of these survivors have borrowed time, but that does not mean you can invalidate how Coordinator has a gun. That gun is going to be the most scariest thing of it all, and right now we are just going to be seeing the start of it. That's going to be the leech. Okay, we're going to wait around a little bit. We did get a little bit of a screen right there. We're going to be able to get a normal hit, but seems like Cordy will be able to get out on time, and we didn't get the getty wet again. We didn't get the flywheel on time, but of course from this side, right, we're going to be using Yeeting here to actually look for the mercenary and to teleport on towards the mercenary, since we are currently at max health, max presence for this Ivy, this shadow. Do we see mercenary? We kind of do see where mercenary is, so we should be able to leech here and then immediate teleport out. But with that immediate teleport out, 99 stack by the way, and that's going to be a mercenary hit down with 100. We could just start mercenary here once again, because I don't think there's point in waiting 8 seconds. But the last 2 Cypher Machine decoding progress are 50% on both. By the time we check the mercenary though, the only issue with mercenary still here is you do have an extra 20% chair time, right? So like for mercenary right here, that is huge. That is honestly speaking just huge. With silvers are trying to get that Cypher Machine done there as well at 65%. That's going to be the Coordinator nearby, but it doesn't seem like we want to do anything to the Cordy just yet. We know where the Cordy is though, which is kind of the good news right now. So we're gonna bring out Yeeting once again. I guess what we really want to do is just teleport over, and we cannot abnormal anymore, but at least we got the Coordinator down right here. That 71% Cypher Machine definitely will be probably 2 survivors here at max health, so we couldn't really do any damage control because of, you know, shenanigans like that. But I guess from Donex's side, we didn't really practice Shadow that much based on, you know, what we've seen in IJL as well. Seems like IJL's hunters have more proficiency against when playing Ivy. Or maybe it's just IVL survivors are really good at countering Ivy. It's either that. It's not in between. It's just one or the other. But it also seems like for now there is going to be quite a bit of a chance here for Sunside to be able to come in to rescue. More or less, it should be the leech in here immediately. We get a TP out, but sadly, the thing here is right. I could see what Dongxian wanted to do. What Dongxian wanted to do is to get 100% stacks and then get that 3% 3-second fear, so then you can't really get the rescue. But sadly, we couldn't time that on time because the first revelation wasn't successful. And with that in mind, another survivor currently being nearby as well. The aeroplanes will have ready to go. The acrobat here, who is going to be able to tank a normal hit there as well. And we're just waiting to see. So we're going to want to get a normal hit on towards acrobat right here. Acrobat needs to flywheel the artifact range, but it seems like we didn't get a hit on towards anyone just yet. We could try get a scream here if we want to. We did manage to get a scream. We see where aeroplane is, and no one can actually get a Cypher machine primed. The flywheel there did come in pretty clutch as well, and the aeroplane is actually one hopper away. The only issue right now is with the 4-man elimination on the first half. If you get the aeroplane is there, you need at least a tie game, or else Dole would be the one with the point advantage lead right here as well. We're gonna be able to get teleportation back here. Acrobat not opening the exit gate was a really smart move because Acrobat cannot get that exit gate opened on time. Acrobat does have the skill, external trait. It does have the external trait of opening gates slow. So of course, with that in mind, that's going to be a ball there currently being consumed. 9 seconds left on towards the next item, and it seems like we are going to be able to teleport over immediately here as well. Mercenary trying to go over for the rescue here too, Bosh. But we are still just waiting on the other side right now. It seems like we might be able to see Merc. Okay, we are going to be able to see Merc right. That's going to be teleportation back, but that's a little bit of a... Okay, no, Merc is going to leave once again. Merc is going to leave once again, but Merc with a perfume is going to be really hard to stop. Like, if this was Hermit, okay, it'll work. But this is Ivy, and Ivy doesn't do anything like, you know, extra hits. But of course, with that in mind, we're going to be able to get the leech. But if you get the leech, you can't stop him. Let's congratulate the 3-man escape here for Dole.